Right, it's a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, those who are joining us online. Welcome to today's Election Watch press briefing. We're very sorry for the late start. This was occasioned by the fact that our venue was stormed by ZANU-PF thugs. As you can see, this is not our usual backdrop. They stole a lot of our brand property, including our banners and some of our identifying material. That notwithstanding, we're going to continue because the CCC is a movement of courage. ZANU-PF is obviously running scared because no political party that is confident that it's got the support of the people storms into a press conference to try and stop it and uses violence and steals property. I think what's even more disappointing is the fact that we've got the Zimbabwe Republic Police stationed outside. We've got, they're armed, they're in their riot gear. They've also come to the venue, and yet they were unable to stop these ZANU-PF thugs. And so what we say to ZANU-PF, as we've said consistently, number one, they need to stop using violence. Number two, they must stop abusing the police service to try and silence political opponents. Number three, our constitutional right to gather, to communicate, to share our ideas, to propagate our own narratives and our values and our ideas and our plan for progress for the Zimbabwean citizens must not be impeded. We don't call ourselves change champions for nothing. We're not going to back down in as far as the 2023 election is concerned. We can see that ZANU-PF is trying to do everything it can to try and stop us from participating. That's simply not going to happen. A boycott is simply off the cards. No matter how much violence, no matter how much intimidation you use, we're going to look you in the eye, we're going to use the support of the people that we have, and we're going to continue to march forward in our fight to win Zimbabwe for change. Our change champion-in-chief, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, was very clear over the last weekend. We want elections and not war. We're not going to be sucked into a violent exchange with ZANU-PF. We don't need violence. That's how much public support we've got. We are confident that ZANU-PF can never win a free and fair election. And for that reason, we are putting all our ducks in a row to ensure that we've got all the technical competence and readiness based on the experience that we've had of the by-elections that have taken place since the 26th of March to ensure that we win in 2023. And so we condemn the outright unlawfulness or lawlessness that's being displayed by ZANU-PF with impunity. They are behaving like a terrorist organization. They are murderers, they're thugs, and they're violent. For our part, we reaffirm our commitment to non-violent resistance. President Nelson Chamisa, our change champion-in-chief, has consistently called for peace, and we stand by this. Our desire or our choice to resort to peaceful methods is not a sign of weakness. We may be guided by the principles set out in the Constitution, and that's what we're going to use to win Zimbabwe for change in 2023. We want the opportunity to save lives, not to threaten them. We're constitutionalists, and we believe in the rule of law. So the purpose of our press briefing today is to give the citizens an update on where we are in as far as preparation for the elections is concerned. There have been a number of topical issues since we launched our electoral reform blueprint Prepare, where we call for the right to vote to be fully facilitated. We call for a credible voters' roll. We call for a credible results announcement system. We call for an end to the abuse of political freedoms, access to state media is enshrined in the Constitution, and also security for the vote and for the vote.